Hi guys, Skypoint here. Now one of the challenges in the game that many people really hate a lot is the one that needs you to play troops that cost 8 or more energy in a single match. Now this is actually one of my favorite challenges because I find it really easy to do, and today I'm going to show you how. The warlord I like to use for this is Colonel Ornatov, so here's my deck for him. I call it straight 8. I'm just going to talk through a couple of key features. You can see it's mostly troops. It's got 20 troops and 10 tactics. So I believe 14 of those troops actually are the ones which cost 8 or more. And then everything else supports leading up to there. A couple of key features here. We have 2 technical servitors as well as 2 escape vents, because the combo of technical servitor plus escape vent is going to be very important to play units which are expensive early on. We also have a pair of Pride of Mars, mostly because if you play it when you have 0 energy left, you're guaranteed to get technical servitors. So essentially, my deck actually has 4 technical servitors in there. We have a little bit of card drawing abilities with Lecticio, Abandoned Supplies, which will hopefully make some units cheaper, Melgator because he's just such a staple, a little bit of front line, and then also asteroid belts because we want to play units which are expensive, and asteroid belts help us to get up there really quickly. And it works well with Ornatov's passive ability, which is that he starts with 1 energy more, meaning you can play asteroid belt if you're lucky enough in your first turn. Alright, let's just go ahead and take a look at this match, and what you'll notice is that, like I do with most of my daily challenges, I actually played it on the ladder. I was lucky enough to get a bot to play against, but this deck actually does surprisingly well against real humans as well. Mostly because, as I just mentioned over there, it's got 14 heavy hitters, right? Cards that cost 8 or more. And most enemies will tend to have a little bit of hard removal to deal with powerful units, but relatively few players can actually deal with a deck which is half consisting of powerful units. Alright, anyway, let's go ahead and see how this challenge plays out. So I'm up against Constantine Valdor. Alright, that's not bad. To start with, I just want to get rid of the expensive units. I'm looking for ways of covering my board early on. I already have a great combo for technical servitors and escape vent, so I'm feeling pretty good. Let's go ahead and... okay, that's perfect. Alright. So he draws a card for his turn, comes over to me. This is good. I keep getting lots and lots of cheap units. So what I'll do here is play Lecticio Divinatus to get some more cards. It continues to be good for me. And let's get some front line down, as well as this free Unsettled Populace who Ornatov generated. Okay, he's got a tough front line, but that's a unit with Sentinels. It's going to hurt his card draw. Let's go ahead and push ahead on the energy curve with asteroid belts. And I am going to drop Fasadian Infantry now. If I had a vehicle in my hand, I also would have dropped technical servitors and put the escape vent on them. But I'm just not certain that I can play a vehicle next turn. Let's take a look. Oh man, I should have played technical servitors. Oh well. Another escape vent. That's not bad. It means the technical servitors should live 2 turns. So let's drop them now and put the escape vent down. And to buy me a little bit of time, I'm going to put down Melgator and send the new frontline unit back. And that's it. I'm just going to wait. I'll let the Sentinel on his unit do some work for me. Alright, he's making pretty much the same play as he did before. Just chipping away at my units a little. But now, I can use my technical servitor's ability to make my Hydra cheaper. That still leaves me with 1 point of energy, so I'm going to give the Hydra front line to protect me and start wiping out his troops. Okay, so that's the first of my expensive troops down. And let's make sure that guy stays protected. I've got options next turn. I can drop... oh, okay, you know what? Let's put down a Machinator squad because I'm expecting to lose my vehicle soon. All the Sentinel effects are starting to hurt my bot enemy. There we go. Okay, not bad. And there's a Mechadendrite. And this actually is about to work out nicely for me. He didn't take out the technical servitors, but instead of using their ability, I'm going to put the optical Mechadendrites on them to boost their attack. They can now destroy the 4 health enemy unit. I can wipe out his board presence. And I'm going to bring in Coriel Zeth. Alright, he brings another Hunting Eagles in, which wipes out my guy over there. And draws a card. Okay, we can use Coriel Zeth's shield in order to wipe out the Hunting Eagles without taking any damage in return. And who do I give my front line to? The tank has a bit more health, so I'll give it to the tank. Ooh, Corbanus Michalor. What's it? It's Corbanus Michalor, right? Oh, only in death. Great. Michaela Corbanus. Oops, I got the name wrong. Okay, well, that meant that she died without... Coriel Zeth died without actually triggering her backlash because there were no valid targets. Let's just get another Lernian Hydra in play and keep chipping away at his health. I actually don't want to go down... take him down too quickly just because I'm trying to make sure I play 10 units which cost 8 or more, and I have actually lost track how many I have. But you can see here, I have lots of these expensive units coming, and I can pretty comfortably put them all in play. I've got board presence, and every troop I drop is a heavy hitter, which is going to take a big effort for him to remove. There we go. Haven't even dropped Shipmaster Karya yet, and he's going to start removing units off the board. Okay, so maybe it is going to be time for the Shipmaster to make an appearance now. So let's do this. Cut that guy down to 2 health. Drop Shipmaster Karya. And there we go. And I left that unit alive so that Sentinel would stop him from drawing a card. Okay, so he's continuing to work through his hand pretty nicely. Alright, bye-bye to those guys. But now, Shipmaster Karya on the board can just start bouncing units. I'm not playing Duke Mordecai because Duke Mordecai's ability is pretty expensive. At 3 energy, if you use it, then you cannot actually drop any more 8 cost units anymore. So I'll leave him off the board for the time being. I might put him on later on if I need him just as a body to attack with. Alright, in the meantime, Shipmaster Karya keeps bouncing units back because he's got this wonderful 1 cost on his ability. And this is just working out nicely. There we are. Lots more 8 cost units. My board has 3 of them on it right now. And the AI keeps trying to drop its 5 cost Termalis support, which Karya keeps bouncing back while I play another 8 cost unit. Alright, let's wipe those guys out. And this is going to be a good time, I think, for Duke Mordecai. Let's see what Abandoned Supplies gives me. It is a Pride of Mars, already a 0 cost card, so kind of wasted. Let's just go ahead and keep wiping out his board presence. This time he will draw a card, but we're getting close to the end game. How many cards do I have left? 9 cards, okay. And he has 13. Here come his jet bikes. What's he going to do with them? Oh wow, look at that. Alright, so his jet bikes go and hit me. They don't bounce back to his hand because they didn't survive. Well, they didn't kill my guy, rather. Okay, it's a 10 energy turn. This just feels like a good time for Pride of Mars to try and drop another big boy. Look at that. It is the Ashurax. Okay, that's going to be good for wiping out hidden stuff. Let's just keep that pressure going. Ooh, a Dreadnought. Interesting. Alright, let's see, what do we do here? We're going to bounce the Dreadnought back for now. And let's give Duke Mordecai front line and bring in a Lehman Russ tank. Now I'm also going to bring in the servitors, so hopefully as I get more units 8 cost or above, I can discount them with the servitors. Okay, Electicia Divinatus, perfect. Bring that over. What do I draw? Another vehicle. Ooh, a pair of vehicles. Nice. So let's use the technical servitors to make the Liman Rus tank cheaper. And I kind of want to get rid of that dreadnought. I'm not going to bounce him again. Let's just kill it altogether. There we go. And we can bring in another front line, this time on the Ashurax, and that's it for now. Ah, there's a hidden unit with 3 health, and conveniently he's healed himself up a fair bit too. So what I'm just going to use over here, especially because he's immune to regular attack, is the Ashurax ability. 6 damage to all my enemies, leaving him on 1 health. Now again, I have been losing track of how many 8 cost units I've played, so I'm just going to drag this game out as long as I can. So next we're going to get rid of his dreadnought. But first, actually, we're going to drop another Pride of Mars. There's another high cost unit. What's this one normally at? That's a 10 cost unit. More frontline units from him. There's this jet bike again. Now, if I play Doombringer, the match will be over. Let's see what else I can do instead. I'm going to play Asteroid Belt. Let's see if I get another vehicle. Abandoned supplies. Let's pull that out. See what comes up instead. Nope. Oh, I'm out of cards. Okay, now it's time to end it. For now, we're just going to drop the Thessalian infantry. And now end the... Well, you know, I could have attacked and finished it off. I was just I wanted one more turn to play the Doombringer, and then I'll be done. But I've played all of my high cost units, and I will have definitely done the challenge. So, as you saw from the beginning of the video, it was 14 in total, which meant I played everything out of my deck. There he is. He's just trying to finish off the turn. And I think that's it. Let's drop the Doombringer and match will be over. Another 8 cost unit. And we are now done. Alright, I hope you found that useful. Let's just go ahead and take a look at that deck one more time. The nice thing about this is it's not super reliant on legendaries. Yes, some of these legendary units are nice, especially Shipmaster Karya, but there's a lot of high cost units in the game. If you don't have all these legendaries, the most important thing is to fill up with high cost vehicles, because that's what technical servitors, and remember with Pride of Mars you can get 4 of them and protect them with Escape Vent. And if you don't have Escape Vent, Ornatov's ability, active ability, which is to give a unit frontline, and his passive ability to create troops, means that hopefully you can actually create the troops and give them frontline to protect your technical servitors if you can't escape vent them. But in general, if you don't have a bunch of these legendary units at the high end, just look for any high cost vehicles and throw them in. There's actually many high cost vehicles across the different factions. If we were to take a look over here under Mechanicum, let's get down there. 8 or more. We haven't even touched on the Karaknos tank or the Neurosi Thanatar. There's Telimo, there's the Lambda Zeta, Neutrino Irradiator, which is actually pretty good now. So lots of options under the Mechanicum. From the Imperial Army, high cost vehicles, there's, I guess, Zerial Storms is a legendary, but there's also Hell's Fury, which, actually no, that counts as a structure. Yeah, it's a vehicle, not a structure. So that will work as well with the technical servitors, although it is a bit more expensive, of course. And then out of the Chaos deck, they actually don't have that many vehicles at the high end. Yeah, I think Nogahil was just about the only one. So really, it's the Mechanicum deck which is going to be your friend over there. Alright, so I will just round off with a view of the deck one more time. Hope you guys find this to be a handy guide. This actually works not only for the 8 or more in a single match challenge, but there's also a challenge which needs you to play 30 units that cost 8 or more across multiple matches, and usually with Ornatov you can finish that challenge off in about 3 or 4 matches. Anyhow, Hope you found this useful. Let me know if there's any other challenges which you guys find difficult you want to see my guide for, and next time I see that come up, I'll make a recording and post it up for you. Alright, so until then, bye for now, guys.